As a filmmaker and content creator, my main setup has always been Apple. Macs for editing, Macs for color, Macs for workflow. But deep down, I've been a PC gamer since the 90s. Shooters, strategy games, flight sims, MMORPGs, I grew up on them. Star Wars Galaxies, Battlefield, Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, you name it. And for a long time, I made it work through boot camp. Buy a high-end spec Mac, dual boot to Windows, and game hard after the edit's done. But it wasn't perfect. But it was my system, right up until the jump to Apple Silicon. When I had transitioned to the M4 Mac Mini, and I retired my 5K iMac, I realized there was no real boot camp option anymore. I needed a new solution for Windows and for gaming. That's where the ASUS ROG Ally X comes in, and this is a full-blown handheld gaming PC running real Windows 11 in the form factor that I can just throw in my backpack. Not only can I play games like Fortnite, PUBG, Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, and all the modern titles that I normally play at 1080, but also I can hook this thing up via its USB 4 port to my Thunderbolt 4 dock, and it actually becomes a Windows machine when I need it. For me, this machine is massive because I can keep my editing and creative workflow 100% on my Macs. Final Cut, DaVinci, the whole deal. But when I need Windows for a specific project or some gaming downtime, the ASUS ROG Ally X slides right into my existing setup. It outputs to 2 displays, works with my existing hubs, and feels almost like having a stealth Windows PC hidden inside my Mac-based world. I mean, look, I'm holding it around like this, and I'm gaming all my trips all the time like it's a Nintendo Switch. Gaming on the Ally X is way better than I expected. Now, I'm not maxing this thing out to the ultra settings, but for a portable device in 1080p gaming at decent frame rates, it's good enough for me, especially compared to squeezing the life out of my old iMac. The real win here is portability, battery life, and value. Compared to having to build or buying a full dedicated gaming rig, this machine is insanely cost effective, especially when you take a look at the price compared to some of its competitors. Now, all is not perfect. Games tied to stores like Steam, Epic, or EA Play, they work flawlessly. But if you're installing games outside of those ecosystems, like when I downloaded DC Universe Online directly, the controller support can be spotty. Re-downloading them through Steam, if they're available there, fixed it, but that is something to keep in mind. Look, my use case is definitely a niche one. I'm a Mac-based content creator who loves PC gaming. I didn't want to have a giant Windows tower next to my M4 Mac Mini, and I didn't want to lug around a whole extra laptop on trips just to sneak in a game here or there in the hotel room. The ROG Ally X really hits that sweet spot, a Windows machine when I need it, and a portable gaming device when I want it, and no compromise on my main Apple workflow. If you're a filmmaker, editor, or creator who's been looking for a way to bring PC gaming or Windows compatibility into your Mac setup without messing up your space or your bank account, this little device might just be the best move you can make in 2025, especially with the Nintendo Switch 2 coming out. This thing can do a lot more for the money than the Nintendo Switch can. So I do want to thank you for watching, and if you want a deeper dive into how I integrated my ROG Ally X into my Mac-based setup or a full gaming performance breakdown, hit that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe for more gear content. And until next time, my name's Jeff Fagien. Thank you for joining me as always, and I will catch you in the next video.